gentlemen, it is time for Toronto Blue Jays franchise mode here on MLB 23, the show. As you can see here, I chose to start off in spring training. We're actually going to go to the regular season opener. Before we do that, though, there is a trade I want to make right off the gate. Actually, before I do anything in terms of trade, let's see. Well, actually, no, we'll do the trade right away. And we are going to trade with the Cincinnati Reds. Now, you'll notice there is a player here on the Reds who is from Canada. He is from the Toronto area, and he's at the tail end of his career, and I think it would be fitting to bring him home. That's right, we're going to acquire Joey Votto, and let's see. I don't really want to give up anything too much, so I will give them Hyun-Jin Ryu, but I also want to see what else I could possibly add. Let's see. I guess I could give them Brandon Belt, but I'm not sure. You know what? Actually, I don't think we'll do that right now. Let's wait and see what happens first. So, for right now, we will go ahead and simulate spring training. I do have injuries turned off, by the way. At least for spring training. Now we don't get any serious injuries, but we will of course turn them back on once we get into the regular season. And as you can see, we went 16-9 during Grapefruit League play, which is not too bad. And we have now arrived at our regular season opener. So let's go ahead and okay. So let's go ahead and meet our regular season Blue Jays. Starting off in the pitching rotation, we have Alek Manoah as our undisputed ace, followed by Gosman in the number 2 spot. That he's followed by Chris Bassett, Jose Barrios, and Hyun-Jin Ryu. And then, of course, we have Chad Green in the bullpen along with Eric Swanson. Jordan Romano is going to be our closer. I'm actually going to put Chad Green, actually, what am I going to do with Chad Green? I don't know. I think we'll just leave it like it is. There we've got Garcia, Bass, and Simber as well. So that is how the pitching looks. Wise, we've got Merrifield, we've got myself. This guy's actually Horatio Trout in free agency, but I changed him to give him my name. Then we got Bichette, Springer, Guerrero, Jansen, Belt is the DH, Matt Chapman, and Dalton Varsho in the number 9 spot. So, this looks like a pretty solid lineup here that we have. And actually, you know what? Let's go back to this trade. Oh. Would I be able to give you Biggio for... No, that doesn't work. Okay. So I'd have to give Biggio and Belt for Votto in that instance. Alright, well, again, I'm not going to worry about that right now. Let's just get to the regular season here. And there's all our settings here. And all of that. And we'll turn the injuries on. And mode specific. Alright, I think we are good. So let's go ahead and save real fast here. There we go. And now we are ready to go ahead and play our opening day game. It'll be Alek Manoah against Jordan Montgomery. And here is the lineup that we are going to be sending out for today's game. Whit Merrifield to start off, followed by Espinal, Bichette, Springer, myself, Guerrero, Kirk, Chapman, and Varsho. And actually, I think let's see. Oh, that's because this is a lefty that we're facing. Alright, I think I might need to adjust that later on, but we're going to have Guerrero bat third. Let's see. Let's put Varsho in the 5 spot. Kirk can bat 6th, Chapman 7th, Merrifield 8th, and Espinal 9th. So that is going to be the lineup that we are going to send out against the St. Louis Cardinals. Now, of note, I am actually going to be at this game in real life today on opening day, as the day this video is airing. So that's definitely going to be fun.
Just about ready to go.
And there's Montgomery's numbers from 2022. 9-6 record, 3.48 ERA. And we are ready to go. And yes, quick counts are turned on because I feel it gets us through games faster. And Springer's going to start things off with a walk. So now it's me. And let's lay down a bunt here. And that is going to go foul.
And out 2-2.
And lined right to short. So my first MLB at bat does not go too well. And now Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at the plate. And there's a drive deep to left field, and Guerrero hits it out for our first run of the season. It's 2-0 Blue Jays.
Guerrero Jr. goes deep, and just like that, they're out front. It's 2-0. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going.
And oh, that bat sound looks so good.
He stayed on it and got all of it. So 1 out, nobody on.
So Bo Bichette to the plate. We have an early 2-0 advantage.
Next pitch misses. 2-1. Up the middle.
Of note, I did also change some other guys around on some of the other teams in terms of their names, attributes, or whatever. And now Dalton Varsho will come to the plate. A 2-2 count. And that will do it for the first inning. A 2-0 lead for the Blue Jays as we go to the bottom of the first. Alek Manoah about to take the mound for Toronto. 16-7 last season, and 31 starts with 2.24 earned run average.
Well, this guy had a bunch of wins last year, and I'll tell you what, as a position player, when you've got a pitcher that's going to go out there, take the ball, and put you in a position to win, for whatever reasons, you're relaxed, you enjoy playing behind.
There's a swing and a miss.
Are able to score for a guy like that, and that's who he was for his team last year, and I'm sure they're hoping they get more of the same this season.
Now it's going to be Brendan Donovan. Next offering is in for a strike. Singy Alec Manoah has turned into one of the better starters in the American League. Blue Jays drafted him out of West Virginia. He was the 11th overall pick.
And strike 3, 2 down.
Later, a big league all-star, so developed pretty quickly, and a front-end rotation guy for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Fly ball. Hit to right. Springer's there, and we go to the second inning.
1, 2, 3 go to Cardinals. They trail it here 2-0. Back here in the ball.
Alejandro Kirk to lead off of the second inning for Toronto. And there's a ground ball. That's going to get through, and Kirk has a single.
He was all over that one. Couldn't get any air under him.
Now Matt Chapman will come to the plate.
The middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Matt Chapman up to the plate now.
That one taken to center field. That will be caught in center for the first out.
And there's one away.
And now Whit Merrifield will come up.
The 1-1. And that one is lifted.
And Merrifield lifts this one to left. That's going to drop, and Kirk will reach second.
Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
And up steps the number 9 hitter in our lineup, Santiago Espinal.
Defender. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. That one is
Line right to first, and Kirk is doubled off to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the second.
back here at St. Louis.
And here is Nolan Arenado to lead off at the bottom of the second for St. Louis.
His next home run will be the 300th of his career. And he deals. He swings.
And there's a fly ball. Hit to center field.
Under it.
One down.
Catch, and there's one gone. And up to
Now Wilson Contreras coming up.
This guy has turned into one of the best catchers.
Ground ball to first. 2 away.
The Cubs as an infielder. And he handles it himself for the out.
And here's Nolan Gorman.
And a pitch. On the ground.
And that is a fair ball down the first base side.
Keeps the inning alive.
There's St. Louis's first hit, and Springer's throw is on the money, so the Cardinals get their first hit of the game, but the runner is thrown out, trying to stretch that into a double, and we go to the third.
Welcome back. All set for the start of the
Springer leading it off for the Blue Jays at the top of the third inning.
out towards left center.
Fly ball. Center field. O'Neal has it. One down.
One down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10.
And now here's Meaton. 0 for 1.
They practice this, and when the game comes, they make
Strike 3 looking 2 away.
Looking.
And that'll make me 0 for 2.
And he knew it.
So now here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who got us started in the first inning with a 2-run shot. And he's going to take here 2-1.
That one ripped.
And that is going to be right to left. It's high, but it's not deep enough. It's going to be caught at the wall. Montgomery has a 1-2-3 inning in the third. We go to the bottom half of the inning.
Welcome back. Bottom of the inning. Here's Tyler O'Neill.
Tyler O'Neill to the plate. And O'Neill a base hit in the left. And the Cardinals have their first hit.
Leadoff single.
And they will actually have a runner on base this time.
And as he connected out front, lifted into the outfield,
Second hit of the game for St. Louis.
you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's it.
And Juan Yepes is the batter. That's going to be caught 1 away.
And there's one down. Batting none.
Lars Nootbaar at the plate now. Nootbaar, of course, part of Team Japan at the recent World Baseball Classic that just finished up.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
That's going to be in the dirt. O'Neill taking off for second, and he's got a stolen base. So now the 2-2 to Newbar. Foul ball.
O'Neill leads off second with one gone in the inning.
Strike 3, 2 away.
Just locked him up right there for the second out.
Strikeout number 3 for Manoah, and now we go to Tommy Edman for the second time in the game. There's a swing and a miss. 1-2 count and a foul ball.
The 1-2. Stays
Foul. Chapman running, can't get to it. That's going to be up against the screen.
at the belt finals.
And that is foul.
Runner at second, 2 down.
Swing and a miss, and Manoah has 4 strikeouts today. We go to the 4th inning.
The Cards lead 1. Back here at Busch Stadium.
Bo Bichette leading it off in the top of the 4th inning for Toronto.
Bo Bichette. On a line out.
And that's on a line to center, but Bichette is going to be retired. 1 down. Now Dalton Varsho to the plate.
Too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Ground ball to second base.
Over to pick it up. Over to
2 down.
2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
And now Alejandro Kirk,
Next up
the batter.
Jays, picked up a base hit to center his first time up. That one off the bad part.
That's off the bat, and that is going to drop. That's a fair ball for Kirk, and he's got a 2-out single.
It keeps it going.
Well, that's one of those nods where you almost
And now Matt Chapman to the plate.
teammates when you get back to the dugout. When you pop a ball up like that, you don't expect it to get you a knock too often, but right there, something.
Swing and a miss. Chapman goes down. We go to the bottom of the 4th.
Back here at the ballpark, now the number 2 hitter, Brendan Donovan.
And Donovan swings and misses.
Now 1-2.
Strike 3.
Out the bottom of the 4th.
Well, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with a little.
So now Paul
there.
Goldschmidt.
Sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count,
Ground ball to first, 2 away.
paint the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate. Not
Nolan Arenado to the plate.
freezes you.
Ball 4. Arenado will walk.
Bigs if we gave you enough at bats.
Oh, that's a good play.
And now Wilson Contreras up.
I think that if they gave the pitcher a false
Ground ball to Chapman. Tosses it to first, inning over. And we go to the 5th, 2-0 for the Blue Jays.
back here
They're
at
trying to
St.
say.
Louis, we go to the
Whit Merrifield, the batter, now to lead off in the 5th.
DH, Whit Merrifield. That to right.
That's headed to right. That'll be caught. 1 down.
1 down.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing
Santiago Espinal.
but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup.
And a ground ball to third. Espinal will be retired 2 away.
In time. And the first 2 set down to the top of the 5th.
Back to the top. The order. George Springer is up.
Springer to step to the plate. Kicks and deals. And 1-2.
And Springer cranks this to left. That's going to be off the top of the wall. And Springer on his way to second. He is safe. Springer has a 2-out double in the 5th.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, number 35.
Foul ball.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
And Leota cranks this to right. That is going to drop. That's going to bounce into the seats for a ground rule double. It's going to score Springer, and that's Leota's first major league hit and RBI. And the Blue Jays lead is now at 3-0.
And he drives in his first run as well.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. up.
Just one swing of the bat, and it makes this special moment even more special. It's not just an
Swing and a miss.
accomplishment when you're also driving in a run for your team. That's an at-bat he's never going to forget.
Goes down.
Down goes Guerrero. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Blue Jays 3, Cardinals nothing.
Run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left.
Here's Nolan Gorman to the plate. Gorman is 1 for 1 today.
You know, these Cardinals need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifics.
Swing and a miss.
Swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Now up for St. Louis.
So now Tyler O'Neill.
1 for 1. He singled to left his first time.
Another thing also to keep in mind when it comes to this game, particularly with the San Diego Padres, no Fernando Tatis at the time of this game's release because he is currently under suspension from Major League Baseball.
Excellent defense.
Here's a ground ball to first, 2 away.
Speaking of that frame, his dad Terry was the 1975 Mr. Canada.
Juan Yepes up,
Next pitch is out.
2-1.
Pitch misses.
3-1 to Yepes.
3. Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm.
Ball 4, so Yepes will draw a walk. Second walk issued by Manoah today. And here's Lars Nootbaar.
A very aggressive secondary lead.
Ground ball to short. Bichette has it. He'll toss to second to end the inning. And we go to the 6th.
That is if you were the offensive.
So they turn.
And the Cardinals are going to make a change. On the mound, it'll be Jordan Hicks coming on.
Bo Bichette up to the
Bo Bichette at the plate.
And the righty deals.
And Bichette cranks this one to left center. That's going to be extra bases.
For 2.
And Bichette has a double.
First hit of the year.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but he'll take
Now Dalton Varsho is at the plate.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. That one.
Varsho hammers this to center. And that is gone! Dalton Varsho his first home run as a Blue Jay, and it's 5-0.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
And here's
So now Alejandro Kirk coming to the plate.
Here's a 1-1. Got the bat going too soon at strike 2.
Popped up.
Donovan under it.
And there's the first out.
Squeeze on that one. And there's one down. Here.
Matt Chapman is up.
The pitch. Fly ball.
Fly ball, right field, 2 away.
It away for the out. 2 down.
And here's Merrifield.
Bases empty. Whit Merrifield next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 2. In the air to left.
In the air, left center. That will be caught. We go bottom of the 6th. Blue Jays 5, Cardinals nothing.
On this homer. And the lead is now 5-0. Bottom of the 6th inning.
Tommy Edman coming up. Leading off the bottom of the 6th, and there's a foul ball.
2-2 upcoming. Righty to the plate.
Popped up.
Up to the left.
Chapman
Ground.
will have it, 1 down.
Pulls that one down, and there's 1 away. Brendan
Now Donovan to the plate.
Cardinals. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
And Bichette ranges over to make the grab. 2 away. And up steps Paul Goldschmidt.
And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between their timing.
Ground ball. And we will head to the 7th inning.
Well, gonna pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. Welcome back. Here's the second baseman, Santiago Espinal.
Espinal to start the 7th.
And a big swing and a miss.
Chris Stratton and Genesis Cabrera are warming up in the Cardinals bullpen.
Swing.
And Espinal goes down, 1 away.
Got him for strike 3.
Well, that's always the key to
George Springer at the plate.
And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding.
Springer 1 for 2 of a walk.
Offensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Now a screamer in
A screamer to left, but caught 2 away. 110 miles an hour coming off the bat. All right, so now it's now Leota with a full count. He's 1 for 3. He had a ground double for an RBI last at bat, and fouls that one off to stay alive.
3-2 on the way.
Ball 4. So that is going to be a walk.
I think he's okay with that out.
Up steps Guerrero.
Intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
2 outs.
Ground ball to third. Weakly hit to third, I might add. And we go to the bottom of the 7th.
Guerrero is set down. And welcome back. Bottom of the 7th.
Nolan Arenado leading off in the bottom of the 7th inning, and there's a fly ball to left. That is foul. Manoah's still in the game, by the way, for Toronto.
1-2.
And that is popped up. Chapman is going to be under it, 1 down.
And there's 1 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. That one in for a strike, 2-2.
Well, just about to hit that century mark.
Popped up.
For this game.
Guerrero gets under it.
2 away.
He's on it. And there's 2 down.
Ball's just not carrying the first tonight.
Nolan Gorman up.
Actually say that to your teammate in the dugout.
No, I'm not.
Ground ball to Bichette. Over to first to end the inning.
Across, and that is the inning. Redbirds down quietly, still looking. Welcome back in a new.
Chris Stratton into the game now for the Cardinals.
But he's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it.
The 4, 5, and 6 guys leading it off for the Blue Jays.
Stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Zach Pop, by the way, is warming up in our bullpen. And Bichette,
Donovan,
1 away.
and makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down.
Here's Dalton Varsho, a 2-run shot for him in the 6th. And that is going to be into the gap for extra bases.
Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with
And that's a bad throw coming in. Varsho heading for third. And he's thrown out. Some aggressive base running for Varsho, and you could probably afford that in a 5-0 game. And if it was a closer game, probably wouldn't have done that. So Varsho a double, but he's thrown out, and now we have 2 away.
Alejandro Kirk. Next offering is in for a strike.
And Alejandro Kirk with a base hit. Runner at first with 2 away. And that would have likely scored Varsho had he stayed put.
Guys like that, they have a high contact rate.
So now we're going to go to the bench and substitute Chapman out. Calvin Biggio is going to come to the plate. 202 last year with 6 homers, 24 RBIs. A bit of a disappointing season for him last year. So he's going to be looking to bounce back this season.
Here comes a pitch. Swing and a high fly.
So Biggio's going to come off the bench, and he delivers an extra base hit. Kirk heading around third. He is going to try to score, and he is in there. So an RBI double for Biggio coming off the bench, and it's 6-0.
Drives in the run. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Once in the cage, you're just hoping you can.
Merrifield to the plate now.
Not a whole lot of velocity right on top of it.
Next to hit, Whit Merrifield.
And there's a hit from Merrifield into center.
Around third.
Biggio will score 7-0.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count. Up against
So now Espinal will come to the plate.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive.
1-1 to Espinal is in the left. 2 out and 2 on.
They are really feeding
And the
that
Cardinals are going to make a change. Genesis Cabrera will come out of the bullpen.
really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
They turn things over to the southpaw.
Springer to right. That'll be caught. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It is 7-0 Blue Jays. And
Hitting the game defensively.
Biggio will stay in at third. Zach Pop is going to come out of the pen for the Blue Jays here in the 8th.
And this guy can bring
So Alek Manoah is done. 7 shutout innings for him.
1 and 2.
Foul ball.
Kicks and fires. In the air, left field, down the line.
One down.
Makes the play, and there's one down.
Just pull off of it a little bit right there. That front
So
shoulder.
now one Yepes.
Staying closed. If he does that, he's going to
Swing and a
the
miss.
middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out.
2 away.
Kirk throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down. 2 out, space is empty. Lars Nootbaar getting ready to hit.
Chad Green is going to warm up in the pen for Toronto. And here's a ground ball to Bichette. High jump throw, but no good. That'll be an infield hit.
Was there with the jump throw. You got
Infield single for Nootbaar.
still
And here's Tommy Edman.
just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
Strike 3, we go to the 9th.
That's the 3rd out. Inning over. So back here at Busch Stadium, and here is
Strike
he
3.
goes, and they get the leadoff man of the night.
Well, oftentimes
Yep,
that's the pitch
steps-
he's trying to set up, the curveball. He'll look
And-
at it pretty heavily, so you got to be expecting it, look for it, and sell out so you don't miss it when you get it.
Danny Jansen is going to pinch hit for Guerrero here in the 9th inning.
One out, the base is empty for him. Bounced up.
Ground ball. 2 away.
2 out, space is empty. And now the shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Bo Bichette is up.
And here it comes.
Foul ball.
Again, and it remains 3-2. Slice the
And that is hit into the gap for extra bases. Bichette is on his way into second base, and that's going to be a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going.
Dalton Varsho is up.
Balance, he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
line drive.
Ground ball. And Varsho beats it out for an infield single with 2 away.
The gap, just like not every strikeout's a perfect slider down and away. I mean, right there.
Here's Alejandro
On the
Kirk.
ground and gave it his all to get down to first for the knock.
Ground ball to second,
Over to
inning over.
and
So we are going to head to the bottom of the 9th.
Chad Green ready to go.
Chad Green will come in,
This is a pretty low leverage.
and Brandon Belt is going to take over at first base.
Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Now it's the second baseman,
Brandon Donovan leading it off in the 9th. in the bottom of the ninth for the Cardinals.
Righty delivers. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Left-hand batter waits. In the air.
In the air.
To right field.
One down.
Springer there makes the catch. And there's one away. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
And that's past the sliding Espinal and into center. Goldschmidt has a single with one away. And up steps Nolan Arenado.
Who makes an impact not just at the plate but also in the field. In the air.
In the air, center field, Leota running, 2 down.
Grabbing a full sprint. 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure.
Now Wilson Contreras will be the batter.
Before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And full count on him.
Is just 1 strike away.
And a base hit for Contreras. Cardinals have 2 on with 2 out.
2 on with 2 outs.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage.
So now Nolan Gorman up.
Right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Foul ball.
Next offering is foul back. 2-2.
And ground ball past Brandon Belt. And a run is going to score. The Cardinals are going to be on the board here. So the shutout broken in the bottom of the ninth.
But lots of ground to make up.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Turned on it nicely.
And we are going to get Jordan Romano up and throwing in the bullpen.
Was able to keep it fair down the line.
Now here is Tyler O'Neill. Swings through that.
And O'Neill swings and misses for strike 3. So that's going to end the ball game. The Cardinals break up the shutout with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. But the Blue Jays do get the win here today in this season opener by a score of 7-1.
Distracted. In fact, it looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
And
A great game all around, offensively and defensively. The pitching was spectacular in this one. The Blue Jays, 7 runs on 15 hits, no errors committed. The Cardinals, 1 run on 6 hits, no errors committed. So that'll do it for this season opener for the 2023 season. Hope you enjoyed it. Next episode, we'll be having a look at the Detroit Tigers in our 2023 home opener. So long.